Hello, humanity. It's me, Sabri, and I am blessed to be vibing with thee. Today, we're celebrating the new year by going back to the beginning. Not the beginning of this year, the beginning of ever. The oldest documentation of ever is the Adam and Eve story. And if you didn't know, there's some truth and crazy lengths to their genealogy. But we're going to actually just go over the creation story and how crazy of coincidences it shares with science's evolutionary theory. Did you know that the Adam and Eve story, the creation story in the Bible, the book of Genesis, was actually scientifically on point? Hear me out. See this symbolically rather than literally for a second. And most amazing mystery is how they were so on point. They wrote this story over 2,000 years ago. The 7 days that where God created the earth day by day very much mirrors the stages Earth evolved, well, what is theorized to have evolved, and how humans evolved from that. And crazy enough, Charles Darwin collected so much information and data and specimens and traveled and did all this work to study thousands of years of research to figure this step by step out and to show evidence. And it's still only a theory because we can't indefinitely prove it despite the evidence. What's the matter? Man, I keep fighting with anxiety. I've tried everything, fighting back, ignoring it, even therapy, but it's too expensive. Just try Threapy. It's K-Type Culture's new mental health service, and each session is under $10. And you can do it over text, phone, even over Zoom. No fight necessary. No fight. Nope. Threapy guides you as an observer as your anxiety rather than its opponent, using CBT methods used by professionals, and it can help you too. Go to ktypeculture.com and schedule yours today. And so let's walk through the book of Genesis stages and compare that. So on the first day, God made light. The first part of our solar system is light. That's how all solar systems, all planets, all moons are made. They're made from debris being exploded off of stars and getting stuck in their orbit and magnetism, just kind of like rolling up like a meatball. That's how Earth was created, from the light. And so says the book of Genesis, which when I learned this evolutionary theory, having like read the Bible and connecting this, I was just awestruck. Day 2, God makes the sky a vault separating us from above. This is insane because science continues to present evidence that an important part of Earth's evolutionary process, like we would just be like the moon, a rock in the sky with no atmosphere. If you stood on it, all you would see is the darkness of space, no matter how close the sun was to you. But Earth started forming a sky, a necessary part in us to be able to have life. And on the third day, it said that God made land and sea. Just like science says that ozone gave weathering to our planet that melted the ice age and changing of sea levels, and the ice that was once frozen became water and became dirt and was able to get vegetation and fruits and seeds, and the circle of life begins for the plants basically. From that plant could nourish themselves forever. What's the matter? Man, I keep fighting with anxiety. I've tried everything, fighting back, ignoring it, even therapy, but it's too expensive. Just try Threapy. It's K-Type Culture's new mental health service, and each session is under $10. And you can do it over text, phone, even over Zoom. No fight necessary. No fight. Nope. Threapy guides you as an observer as your anxiety rather than its opponent, using CBT methods used by professionals, and it can help you too. Go to ktypeculture.com and schedule yours today. Science theorizes that animals didn't just pop up out of the blue like we're dropped here from instantaneous power from somewhere else. However, they do believe animals were created and evolved from the material of the world. You know, some debris came together and got heated up just the right way, and some animals popped up, and we were one of those animals. These animals of the ground, like cats and dogs, and animals of the sea like fish, and animals in the air like birds, we were just like those. And we were animals where life just existed in harmony and balance. You know, we had fight or flight moments, but We just did. We didn't really think much when we were animals. I don't remember because we weren't thinking then. Point is, our species was no different from the animals. We got to eat from that tree of life just like the plants did, so we can always be nourished. And on the sixth day, humanity's birthday, it said in Genesis that God created man from dust and women from rib wrapped in flesh, which is crazy similar to how we know mankind is created every single day. A piece of a man gets wrapped up in a woman's flesh and incubated in there. I didn't want to get gross, but the Bible said it first. And what's even cooler is that it says man was created from dust, and mankind as a whole was created from dust. We evolved from the dust of the earth, as everything else did. We just evolved from debris in space. And 2,000 years ago, we don't even know if they knew that for sure or believed it, or they spiritually knew it. Either way, it's crazy coincidence. Almost as crazy a coincidence that the pyramids of Giza are actually on the longitude and latitude. It has the exact set of numbers of the speed of light. The more you know. In the book of Genesis, it says that humanity was set apart from the animals and gave dominion over them when we were made in his image. In the image of the Creator. I always saw that as humans became different from animals when we began creating for ourselves. And that's when we started using tools and building civilization, which matches up along to the genealogy from when Adam and Eve were alive, because they are factual people. The documents have been kept through their family since 4000 BC, which is when civilizations were starting to form. And it's just amazing how that timeline in archaeology's research in modern day correlates with creation story and what set humanity apart. And it's such a beautiful way and mysterious. You just wonder if they knew how accurate they were. And on the seventh day, God rested. I mean, as he should. He spent 6 days building a world and species and planets and weather and seasons and light. That's a lot. Okay, anybody would be burnt out. Give him a break. Science, day 364, year 2022, has no plan of stopping, and I'm all the way for it. Every new discovery is evidence to magic and stories to what we can't see. Catch us next week and we'll get into the tree of knowledge of good and evil and the power of creation and what happened to humanity next. And also, how far the Adam and Eve genealogy goes and who it's connected to is insane. High vibe. Catch you next time. Don't change a thing, you are amazing. Hello, humanity. Highlighting humanity one vibe at a time. Because little by little, piece by piece, we are a masterpiece.